service-based business, let's say you are, in the real estate niche, you're in a life insurance niche, and you're looking for strategies in which you can dominate a saturated market. Now, this is the video for you, so let's go ahead and dive into it. It's a short, basically I just want to take you through a short presentation. Now, the reason why I, took the time to make this is because when I was selling life insurance, I realized one key thing about the marketing and marketing industry was it was a high turnover, which is one, and then two, it constantly got saturated with new agents. They were always hiring new agents, with new people coming in, because the way the industry works off of fresh blood, right? The industry works off of basically you getting more and more people in, because the more manpower you can get, the more people you can convince that it's a good idea to go out there and sell your product. They sell your product, some of them make it, some of them don't. It's a numbers game, right? So you have to constantly saturate the market and let the market weed out the non-committed, or weed out the people who were in it just for the money, right? Not in it to win it, right? Now you have to understand something is, if you want to get clients in a saturated market, in an overly saturated market, this is how you do it. Let's say, obviously, like I said, you work in the industry, that basically everybody and their mother's in the industry. It leaves you basically, you have the age-old question of, what makes you different? Real estate agent, health insurance agent, life insurance agent, what makes you different? Okay? Or let's say, I have a few people that use high level, right? And you're probably stuck in the mindset of, well, high level is everywhere. Well, here's the God's honest truth. I'm going to let you know right now. Go high level is not everywhere. Not everybody uses it, and there's a lot of people, especially in the American market, that are not the truth over the software as far as what it does and how it can help your business. So let's just get off the frame of mind that it's a saturated market. Just trust me, it is not a saturated market. All right. Now, keep watching the video. In the end of the video, I'm going to reveal a few secrets that you can be able to use to go ahead and get more people into your business. All right. So what makes you different? The answer is one thing: is your position in the marketplace. Okay. I'm going to explain why your position in the marketplace makes a significant difference. There is a reason why people will pay $1,500 for the new iPhone. I use the iPhone 11. This is the iPhone 11. Let me say this plane is slow. I said the phone is slow. And the reason why I'm pretty sure the phone is slow is because Apple is slowing down, right? But they're incentivizing me to go out there and pay for the new iPhone 13, 14, 15, 21, whatever iPhone is out there. But if you've ever paid attention to whenever Apple launches a new product, there is a line outside. And people know that they're well aware that they'll be paying $1,500 to $3,000 for just the phone. But guess what? They are excited to be out there and actually pay for it. And what I remember, I think this was in 2014. I remember one of my teachers at the time, and professor, whatever you want to call him, and he had stood in line for since the night before to get the iPhone 6 or iPhone 5, whatever the iPhone was that came out at the time. And he was like, yeah, he was bragging about this phone. He paid $900 or however much money for it. He was like, man, he was showing everybody he got this phone. But it was like, I'm like, we know you overpaid for that product, and you're bragging that you overpaid for it. And I'm going to tell you why that is, okay? Just keep watching the video. But those people will pay $1,500 for it, but they won't pay $50 for a cheaper phone, because it's definitely a cheaper phone, or $7 for a charger. Why is that? It is because of one thing and one thing only: the perception of the product they are buying. Okay, I'm going to say it again. It's because of one thing: the perception of the product they are buying, right? And what does that perception mean? It is not really just a perception of buying an iPhone, okay? People see Apple as a product that does three things. Okay, I want to tell you something. This is an example. It does three things. One, it provides them with good quality and reliable service. Okay, good quality and reliable service. Hey, you're like, hey, I provide good quality and reliable service. Okay, that's one. You check off the first box. The second box is it's a reputable company that does the job it says it was supposed to do and more, right? You're like, hey, I'm a reputable person. I'm a reputable agent. I'm a reputable business. The most important one is the third one. The third one is more important because it is a product that elevates your status, right? You have to think about it. How does your product make the buyer appear in other people's eyes? I'm going to say that again one more time. Apple is a credible company, but how does your product affect the status of the people that buy it? It's not that it makes them feel good. Does it elevate their status? You see, you using an iPhone versus using an Android is like, oh, people are like, oh, You're an Android user? Oh my God, how dare you? Human beings are very, think about it from a perspective, is human beings are very shallow. Very, very shallow. Very shallow. Right? And as shallow people, we put priorities in things that honestly does not matter. Does not make a difference in our lives, or actually do not, a phone is as a phone, but does it affect your status? Why do people buy a Rolex watch knowing they're overpaying for a watch? Do they say it's good quality? Listen, they're cheaper, good quality watches, but they buy it because of status, okay? The reason why people buy a name brand is because of how other people will perceive them just by doing business with that brand. Why do people buy a Lamborghini? It's a great car, but is it because, obviously, is it because a Lamborghini doesn't break? No, they do break. Okay, they're mostly uncomfortable. If you've ridden in a Lamborghini, it's very low to the ground. Costs a lot of money to fill the tank. They're not suitable for most roads because they're low riders. All right, it's expensive to maintain, but people still get these cars. Lamborghinis still sell out. Why? Okay, it is because it elevates the status of the driver. Like I was, driving a drop off convertible in somewhere in Florida, and I was, cruising around, and people were looking at me like, "Who's this guy?" Right? Not to mention, that car was an overpriced rental. I rented it because I was like, "Hey, it's Florida, it's sunny. I went fresh and free." But the perception I get when I'm driving a BMW, a Honda, or a Mercedes-Benz or luxury car is completely different, because one is people associate expensive with higher status, right? This is why I'm not a big believer in being the cheapest in the market, because when you're the cheapest in the market, you're not selling on quality, and two, the product definitely does not elevate anyone's status. It definitely does not. Like if you say, "Hey, I bought a bag on Alibaba," or you say, "I bought a bag on from Chanel," I don't know if Chanel sells bags. Maybe you bought a bag from Chanel. They're two different companies, but people be like, "Whoa, you got a Chanel bag?" Versus, "Oh, you got an Alibaba bag." You have to understand the key concept of status, right? You have to understand that your position in the marketplace has to be one where your customers feel like their status is elevated by doing business with you. You have to position yourself as the Apple, as the Chanel, as the Lamborghini in the marketplace, okay? Does not mean you don't break, does not mean you don't have faults, but people see you do business with you as elevating your status, right? But how do you do that? Here are the steps. First, let me inform you that this process takes time. So if you're looking for some 2-week fix, you're trying to make money now so you can pay rent, this is not for you, okay? I'm going to recommend go watch another, Make Money Fast video. This is not a Make Money Fast video. This is an establish yourself as a credible brand for long-term longevity, for big business. There's a reason why if I put 5 shoes, all generic shoes, and I put a Nike in the middle, everybody goes to the Nike, right? Because they're the same thing to brand. This is not for you if you're looking to pay rent, okay? But to establish yourself as a credible, I think I go ahead and skip the slide here. But what I want you to do is I want you to establish yourself as a credible authority in your niche so you can blow the competition away. Here is what you need to do. One, you need to invest in becoming a subject matter expert in your field. If you're an insurance agent, you need to know a lot about insurance. Here's the why for the next step, okay? You can either invest through courses or seminars or paid training, whatever it may be, but you need to invest in yourself. Very important. You need to invest in actually boosting your skill sets, because the next thing you need to do is I need you to write a book, create a course educating your customers on your product. Just imagine this. Imagine you were running, paid traffic, or you were running ads, or you were marketing, or let's say you want to sell insurance, right? And we're talking like, "Hey, what do you do?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm an insurance agent." And oh, by the way, did you listen? Go check out my book. I wrote a book on the 7 strategies to protecting your family with life insurance. Or you wrote a book saying, or you did a mini course on things to avoid when choosing a life insurance policy. Yeah, man, go check out the book. Go check out the course. You have to understand something. We are in the content age. People say we're in artificial intelligence age. We're not. We're not yet. Okay, we are in the content age, but we're slowly evolving to the artificial intelligence age. All right. So we are in the content age. People look you up. People research you. People Google you before they go ahead and do business with you. So people want you to give them something, show your credibility, your relevance. Right? You have to understand, 40 years ago, the way people did business was, "Oh, I wanted to buy something, told them it was good, they took your word for it, they bought it." Now it's like, you're like, "Hey, buy, I'm a real estate agent." They're like, "Well, how do I know you're a credible source in the market? How do I know that doing business with you elevate my status?" Imagine you wrote a book, on insurance, and I'm like, hey, I bought insurance from this guy, and he's got a best-selling book on Amazon. Now I'm bragging about you. I'm like, yo, he's a bestseller, bro. You should go check out his book. Just imagine how much repeat business you would get just from the fact that you've established yourself as a foothold, right? That's the importance of it. Write a book. I know it's gonna be like, well, man, it's gonna take time. The tools out there that's gonna help you. You can even hire somebody on Fiverr or Upwork or someone to actually go out there and write the book for you, and then just rebrand it as your name. You can just speak it with, and then transcribe it into Word, or write something, publish it, so you can give yourself that credibility. Start a YouTube channel. You have to understand something. We get a lot of repeat business on our appointment setting service. Which, by the way, if you're looking for an appointment setting service, go click the link in the description. We have virtual assistants, mostly in the healthcare space or in the insurance space. We have virtual assistants before. Okay, now start a YouTube channel to answer the most common questions people have. Because guess what? Not only are they saying, oh, this guy's got a book, like, wait, this guy's got a YouTube channel that he's got 5, 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers, and he actually has people that are engaging with him. You are innately building social proof. Okay, social proof and long-term credibility. And when people do business with you, they're like, this is a busy individual that's an author, that's got this. Because I give you guys an example. I'm writing 3 books, right? The first book is already written. It's just an ebook. I'm writing a lot of ebooks because I use ebooks a lot as lead magnets for my funnels. So the ebook is how I get you in. You get the book, you get the free book. You give me your email address, it's in there. And then the second page is usually like an upsell for something, right? Book a call with me or something, right? But I use the ebook to get you in because it's a free book, right? If you want to read it, hey, I'm educating you, right? And the reason why I want to educate you is like, I want you to get educated, because an educated customer, when you and I talk, we are coming up on a common foothold, and you've engaged with my content. When people book a call from our YouTube channel, they've engaged with my content, right? So they're like, hey, yeah, I'm tough to man. I'm pretty busy, but if someone is like, hey, man, I'm a fan, I've watched a lot of his videos, I legit would jump on a call with you. And I'll tell you this, my sales team, I don't jump on any sales calls. No, I don't. I'm mostly on the creative side, and I work with the development team and the marketing side of things, but I usually don't. It's like, usually by the time I'm ready, most of my work is in the morning. By the time the afternoon comes, I'm already still working, so I can only jump on meetings. So I'm just doing meetings. Sales team gives me the reports, and I'm like, okay, we gotta fix this, we gotta fix this. Occasionally, I might do a few sales calls if it's like a big deal, but other than that, I really don't. And it's not even because I'm like pride or egos, because I just don't have the time. So, but if someone is like, hey, I watch your channel, boom, listen, I'm like, of course, yeah, now we can actually talk, right? And continuously create content around your product or niche, okay? And third thing is invest in getting other people to talk about it. You have to understand something is, people will trust more what other people have to say about you than what you have to say about yourself. You can say you're a great guy and you're a great husband, quote unquote, or wife, whatever it is. But if the people around you say otherwise, you will take them at their word, right? So there's a reason why, if you buy on Amazon, you see them write great, phenomenal product, but then you look at the reviews and everybody's 1 star and you don't buy. Because what other people say about you is going to convert 10 times more, either to the good side or the bad side, than what you actually say about yourself. Okay, so that's it. Repeat this process for a few months. Do not run paid ads just yet, and you need to be sure that your product is actually working. I didn't finish this slide, but I just want to go ahead and let you know. For now, establish yourself as the Apple in your industry. And hopefully, if you enjoyed this video,